Hey Judy, I want to take you through the blanket here. We're going to start with just the basics of the blanket, the different components of the blanket, so you're comfortable with the construction and with the names of each one of the features of the blanket. So starting from the back here, we have the stabilizer tabs. This is the cradle pad. This is the stress relief pillow. These are the comfort wraps. This is the bottom foot pocket. And these are, we usually refer to these as the wings, but they're the swaddle wraps that go around the child's shoulders. And then this is for the arms in, arms out swaddling. So usually when I start talking to people about the product, I explain that we'll work from the back and go forward. So the cradle pad. Benefits for the baby on the cradle pad and for the mother or dad on the cradle pad is it provides nice support when you put the baby in the product, so it's easy to pick up the baby and carry them. The second benefit is it provides extra padding for the baby. A lot of people are using play yards like this which have very little padding in the mattress, and they've got 3 seams so it can fold up. And since people are using those primarily for the early weeks and months in sleeping, placing a baby on an additionally padded surface that's completely safe provides more comfort for the baby as they get used to their new surroundings. So to put the baby in the product, we start with the stress relief pillow here as kind of a target for the baby's head. The idea for the stress relief pillow was to provide a little recess here that allows for a reduction in the pressure on the back of the baby's head. It also works well as a target for parents to be able to place the baby in. So you place them with their head on the stress relief pillow. The next thing you'll do is attach the comfort wraps. Comfort wraps have a piece of tricot here that will allow you to attach this soft touch Velcro over the baby. You want to make these snug, but you don't want to make them so snug that you restrict the breathing for the child. So typically you button them up here and then slide your fingers in to make sure you've got enough room there. So they've got a gentle pressure on their abdomen, but it doesn't restrict their breathing. The pocket at the bottom here, which is generously sized so that it grows with the baby because the blanket only comes in one size, can be brought up here and attached again with 3 soft touch Velcro tabs to the comfort wraps. Next, you can put the baby's arms in here. If you don't have a super active baby, or if you've got a more active one, you can tuck their arms in the pocket here and then bring this flap over and this flap over. Now, you'll notice that the bottom pocket here is left loose. You can operate this 2 different ways. You can leave it loose so the baby's legs can move freely, or in the early weeks, you can bring this up and secure it with another piece of Velcro to this piece of tricot here, and now you've got a nicely packaged baby. Another benefit to the cradle pad, in addition to just picking up, is if you're a breastfeeding mom, it's much easier to hold the baby when they're wrapped up in a package like this as opposed to just having loose arms and legs. With the cradle pad in the back being tapered like this, wide at the top and narrow at the bottom, it's perfect to fit in your arm for the football style hold. So if you're a breastfeeding mom, you can wrap them up, breastfeed, and get them back to sleep. The other nice thing about the cradle pad that I didn't mention is it provides an extra measure of security for the sheet. If you have the baby's diaper a little bit too loose and it leaks, if it goes through the blanket, it'll stop right here at the cradle pad and will not make it to the sheet, so you don't have to change your sheet, which is another nice benefit for mom. Another benefit that the cradle pad provides is warmth for the baby. If you have to change the baby at 2 in the morning and you pick them up out of the crib and they're not in our swaddle blanket with the cradle pad, cold air hits their back, their eyes get wide open, and they're not going to get back to sleep as quickly as if you can take the whole package over to the changing table, place the baby down. It's easy to open up the blanket, leaving the comfort wraps attached, so again they don't get disturbed. You can change their diaper, get them back to sleep very quickly. Since I have this open, I'll show you the arms out swaddle feature, which is another unique property of the blanket. If you pull the tabs at the corners here and fold these under, you can then leave the baby's arms out. Bring this flap over, and this flap over, and now you've got the ability to have self-soothing, freedom of movement, with an arms out swaddle. The last thing I'll show you are the stabilizer tabs. We created a product to interface with a snooze sheet, which has a very soft Trico patch in the center here, the safety zone, which is a nice target for putting the baby in the center of the sleep area. So you simply pull out the stabilizer tabs here, place it down on the target, press down, and now you've got a baby that has a lot of stability, but they still have mobility. They can roll from side to side, they just can't roll over. They can't scoot up and they can't scoot down. And it's really quite effective at holding the baby in position with just a couple small tabs of Velcro. Another nice thing about the tabs is it's a reminder for parents and all caregivers that the baby needs to be on their back for sleep, and by having these tabs here, it's an easy way for them to remember back, down, down, and you can walk away knowing your baby's in a safe spot. Everything on the blanket is machine washable. This is 100% cotton interlock. The pad that's inside here opens up at the top. This slides out for washing. This has a nylon Trico material that's got a coating on it to make it water resistant. Everything else is machine washable and dryable. That's it.